Hello, this is Pastor Murphy with Help Along the Way. We are discussing the enduring teachings of the church. We're focusing in on our love for God and our love for people. Let me ask you a simple question. What matters most? Not what's urgent, not what's loud, not what's trending. What matters most? In Mark chapter number 12, a religious teacher asked Jesus that exact question. Out of all the commandments, hundreds of them, which one is the greatest? Jesus did not hesitate. He reached back to the Old Testament into words every Jewish child memorized from the time they could speak. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. That's from Deuteronomy chapter 6. It's called the Shema. It was prayed every morning and every night. And Jesus said, that's it. That's the center. That's the heartbeat. Let's slow down and feel this. The heart in the Bible isn't about feelings. It's your control center. It's where you choose, where you decide. Years ago, there was a man who said he loved God and never missed church, sang very loud, prayed long. But at work, he cut corners, treated people poorly, and hid money. His lips loved God, but his heart, that's where decisions live. To love God with all your heart means when you choose Him, even when no one else sees. Loving God with all your soul. Your soul is your life, your breath, the real you. It's who you are when you lay your head down on the pillow at night. Have you ever felt empty, even when everything else looked fine? Well, that's soul hunger. You can feed your body 3 meals a day and still starve inside. Jesus said, love God with your soul. That means he's not an add-on. He's not a weekend activity. He is your source of life. Like a branch connected to a vine, loving God with all your mind. Now, this one is important. God does not ask you to turn your brain off. To love him with your mind means you think about him, you learn, you study, you wrestle with truth. Because faith is not blind. Faith is informed trust. Some people say, I just don't feel close to God. That's good, but do you know him? Do you understand his word? Love grows deeper when knowledge grows stronger. Loving God with all your strength. This one hits home. Strength is energy, effort, action. It's easy to say we love God when we feel good, but what about when we're tired? What about when the day has been long? What about when obedience costs you something? Loving God with your strength means you move your muscles for him. You serve, you give, you act. Do you notice something here? Heart, soul, mind, strength. Jesus is not dividing you in pieces. He's saying, All of you. Not 70%, not Sundays only, not when it's convenient. All of you. Let me tell you a story. There was a hiker who once got lost in the woods because his compass had been broken. It looked fine. It pointed somewhere, but it wasn't pointing north. He walked for hours in the wrong direction. Friends, if God is not your true north, you can walk hard and still walk wrong. Loving God with all your being sets your compass straight. Why did Jesus say that this is the greatest? Because everything flows from it. If you love God, you won't worship idols. You won't use his name lightly. You'll care how you live. Love changes obedience from duty to desire. It's the difference between I have to and I want to. In Mark chapter number 12, Jesus gives this command first. Before loving others, before serving. Why? Because you cannot pour out what you have not first filled up with. If you try to love others without loving God deeply, you'll burn out. But when you love him first, love overflows. Let's bring this to a close. Let's ask yourself, is my love for God growing or drifting? Do I think about him daily? Do I obey when it's hard? Does my private life match my public worship? Remember that what Jesus told the scribe, you are not far from the kingdom. Not far, close is understanding the greatest commandment is not the same thing as living it. Maybe today your love feels cold. Maybe stress has pushed God to the side. Maybe you've been busy doing things for him, but not spending time with him. Here's the good news. Love can be rekindled. Start small. Open his word. Pray honestly. Obey quickly. Love grows where attention goes. A man once said, I don't feel in love with my wife anymore. The counselor asked, when did you stop acting like you were? Love isn't only a feeling. It's a commitment expressed daily. The same with God. Act in love, obey in love, speak in love. The feelings often follow faithfulness. The greatest commandment is not complicated. Love God. All of you. Every thought, every decision, every breath, every step. When your heart is his, everything else finds its place. Let me leave you with this simple prayer. Lord, take all of me, not just the parts that are easy. Teach me to love you with my whole being. Amen. Well, thank you for viewing today. This is Pastor Murphy with help along the way. God bless you. We'll see you next time.